Hello and welcome back to Constellation Station. I'm your host Nicole from the Cincinnati Observatory, and today is a very special episode. Today Constellation Station turns 20. I've been around for 20 episodes teaching you guys all about constellations, where to find them in the night sky, and how to make constellations in your own home. So for this very special episode, I chose a special constellation that's going to be nearby some other things in the sky tonight. So tonight is going to be a really special night to go out and try to view this constellation. So the constellation we're talking about today is Sagittarius. It's another one of those summertime constellations that is going to say goodbye in the fall, especially into the wintertime. We've already talked about some other summertime constellations. I hope you remember a lot that we've talked about this summer. If you can remember, you can always give us a shout out of any of your favorite constellations that we've covered so far. So today we're talking about Sagittarius, right next to Scorpius, another one of those summer constellations out in the night sky. But I'm showing you Sagittarius in a little bit of a weird way. So Sagittarius is a really well-known constellation because it's one of our zodiac constellations. But the whole constellation of Sagittarius is so big that it would be really difficult for me to put the whole thing here on our constellation station. So today I'm doing an asterism, a smaller version of our constellation Sagittarius. And I think my favorite thing about this constellation and doing it as an asterism is that we can actually use our imagination and we can really see the shape of this constellation when we're looking up in the night sky, and especially when we make it in our own home today. So this shape of stars, going from this star over here all the way to these stars over here, are going to be our constellation. And the normal Sagittarius constellation is of a great centaur. A centaur is a creature from ancient mythology of half human, half horse. But I've used the smaller version, which is of a teapot. And maybe you guys can already kind of see the teapot. We have the handle of the teapot over here and the spout over here. So then we have the sort of the larger part of the teacup coming up, or the teapot going up. And once we connect the dots, hopefully you'll really be able to see our whole teapot here of Sagittarius. And we have some special guests on our constellation station today. These are the guests that are going to be next to Sagittarius in the night sky tonight. And I want you to remember that all of our constellations use stars up in the night sky. But that's not the only thing we see in the night sky. Hopefully you guys are very familiar with seeing the moon up in the sky at night as well, and sometimes even during the day. And so I have the moon up today. It's in about a little bit more than a quarter. It's a gibbous, a waxing gibbous. So one of my favorite space words is gibbous. We have our waxing gibbous here that's going to be on top of our teapot. And then if we look just to the left of our teapot, we'll also be able to see the planet Jupiter and the planet Saturn. And we usually see these constellations, or these planets, out in the summer into the fall. So we'll continue to see these planets for a little while, but it's really special because today they're really right next door to Sagittarius. So I have Jupiter here first, known for its great red spot. And if you look through the telescope to find Jupiter, you can actually also see a couple of Jupiter's moons. 4 of Jupiter's moons are called the Galilean moons, and they're really easy to see through a telescope. Sometimes, if you have a really powerful telescope, you can also see the great red spot on Jupiter, a storm that's been raging for hundreds of years on the surface of Jupiter. And then we also have Saturn. Saturn, of course, is a lot of people's favorite planet because it has rings. But actually, all of our gas giants have rings. But Saturn is really special because you can actually see those rings through a telescope. So we have Saturn here as well. So the brightest things in the night sky that you'll see tonight will be the moon, it'll be Jupiter, and it'll be Saturn. And right in the middle of all of them is going to be our teapot. So hopefully it'll be really easy to find our constellation today, and you might even be able to see the teapot shape. So our teapot, like I said, starts handle over here, spout over here, and let's go ahead and start connecting the dots. So the material that I'm using to connect my dots today are actually one of these party necklaces. I figured it's our 20th episode. It's time for a party. So it's the party necklace And I cut the party necklace so that it's just one big string with beads on it. And we're going to make our teapot out of this string of beads. So first we're going to start with a really long string of beads. So we have all of these beads that we're going to use to do the kind of outline of the teapot. And then I have a few in the middle that's going to help us finish connecting the dots here. So we'll start over in the handle first. So at the bottom, we're going up towards Jupiter first and around the side here. So one of the things we want to remember about our constellations, because we're using our constellation station here, all of our stars and even our planets and our moon are kind of close together. But remember, this should take up a lot of the southern sky really close to the horizon. So you won't want to look up too far up and from the horizon to find our constellation, but it might take a little bit of extra imagination to see the full teapot really close to the horizon. But this also means you're going to want to wait until it gets a little bit dark outside, so maybe 10 p.m. tonight, to go outside and look for our constellation. But you might need to also go, maybe not just at your house, but someplace that you can go up high and try to find our constellation behind maybe trees if you have a lot of trees at your house. Which I have a lot of trees at my house, and I'm glad I have a lot of trees, but it is hard to see some constellations up in the sky. One more. It's like my string was just a little bit too long here. That's all right. Oh no. Good thing we have a little bit of extra tape here. Tape our star back up. So, like I said, I really like this constellation because we can see the teapot, I think, really well up in the night sky. So I can definitely see this is the handle and this is the spout of our teapot. And we just have a couple more stars that we need to connect with our tape here. Some stronger tape for these beads so that it doesn't all fall off. So first we're going to connect these dots here as well. So we're not adding extra stars or anything, just extra lines, so we can see the teapot shape a little bit better. There we go, we can hold it on, it'll stay on a little bit stronger with stronger tape. And next we're going to connect this line here and this line here. This is really going to help us see the full teapot. One string of beads here, and one right here. And one more on the other side. So now that we've connected all of the dots of our constellation, hopefully you can see me pouring out tea from this side over here using my handle of the teapot over here. We can imagine steam coming out the top of our teapot. And then if we really want to use our imaginations, you guys can challenge yourself to see if you can see other stars in this constellation that makes it a centaur instead of just a teapot. So that's what's so great about this constellation is we can really make it whatever we want. We can use the smaller asterism as the teapot. We can see the big constellation as a centaur, all really close to our skyline, all during the summer, right next to Scorpius. And tonight, right in between our moon and our two planets. So I'm really glad that you guys joined us today for our very special 20th episode. And I hope that you guys are learning a lot about constellations on our show. And if you want us to cover any more constellations going forward, we already have 20 down. We have plenty to go. And you guys can share them with me on Instagram or Facebook. Just make sure that you hashtag Constellation Station. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.